Hello, my name is Alan, and today I'm facilitating a second session of my PBTA hack-ish to play in the Glorantha of my youth. You want to know more than that? Go back to part one. Our other two players are further east in Europe than I am, and so while I've just seen our 92% eclipse or whatever, they are still waiting for theirs. So they'll be joining us once that is maximum in Germany and beyond. Um, so what I want to do really is to just set us up for our second season. It is now fire season. And on the community tab, I've made a note of. Oh, sorry, I was confused. Eclipse Mind.
Mm,
This game is organised as part of the Open Hearth gaming community. Look it up. And we are playing with a set of safety tools, which I don't need to explain, but you can find out about in session one. Sorry about that. Okay. So, fire season. The desert wind blows out of the east, swiftly increasing temperature and require water conservation. And so that slightly running water thaw that you experienced last time, that's that's gone. The ground is now hardening and under the sun. This dry wind coming out of the wastes to the east of you. You get some shelter from that down here in the valley bottom, but still, it makes a difference. Um, and what I've done, I've added a GM notes here. So as the temperature climbs, tempers fray, and the frustration of Lady Jezra, the Duke's heir, become increasingly noticeable. She is rude to servants, and her lady mother has been heard berating her several times over recent weeks. The view of the garrison is that she's a spoiled brat, and the three of the garrison who go with her when she gets her way and accompanies Dane to Horngate are not pleased. And so I think that what I'd like to open with is just seeing a rather kind of triumphant looking Lady Jezra, and you can find a picture of Jezra on the NPC tab. This young woman of perhaps 19 years, raised in the heartlands of the Lunar Empire, luxury, former education. She continues to flaunt the more elaborate fashions of the Empire. Her sneering disdain for almost everyone is obvious. And to be honest, lots of people are feeling a bit of a relief that she's leaving. So I wonder when we see Dane and she and the escort of three heading out of the gates to head southwest to Horngate. I wonder what do we see Virkala doing?
Yeah, I think she's not actually officially stationed here, but we mentioned that she was sort of uh trying to get Dane to mentor her. And I think as part of that, she's been taking watch shifts with the guards. And so she's on the wall over the gate.
Seeing this girl. And why are you on the wall, Gazala?
so
Gazatan,
yeah,
sorry.
I said, let me put my name in the thing. I always forget to do that because I don't usually have to do that when I'm a GM. So
See, you need to play more often. You need to develop those
absolutely.
habits.
I think that I'm kind of watching this. I imagine that just slightly before this, I had been talking with one of the other escorts and like giving them some small trade goods and things and giving them a name like if you're going there, can you get me some of this, and here's this, that like the classic Argan Arger. I know this guy, do me a favor, say hi to him, pass off this, and they'll give you this kind of thing.
Okay.
I
Dominic,
Hey,
forgive us. We were just playing a scene with these two while we waited for the eclipse to come and go for you. So I hope it was reasonable.
then I'll
If
just mute
it's
myself and shut up until I'm.
so yes, so you've been doing that, and you see Vakala along the rampart, looking out, seeing Dane, Jezra, and the escort of three heading off. Um, what do you say when you approach Vakala?
I think I will say, how goes the progress with uh getting Dane to agree to the mentorship, Virkala? I know you haven't
Uh,
said that openly, but it's kind of apparent.
Yeah, and I think she uh I don't think she's the type of person to blush. I think she laughs a little bit though and like rubs at a visible bruise on her upper arm and says, well, I'm losing a little bit less badly every time, so that's something.
Well, it's good. It's good. It is always valued to have humakti around and about, is what my people say. And to have another one besides Dane is good. Uh, and he exerts a certain amount of discipline, and if you can aid in that, then things will be even better.
And she nods. And I don't know if they've already started riding off or are still preparing.
They've gone.
But they're gone. Yeah, so she looks off in the direction that he rode off in and says, well, uh, let's hope there's no trouble while he's gone, or he might blame me for it.
I I think there are many here for him to put blame on, but I don't think it's necessarily in your hands. Uh,
Virkala, I'm curious. Do you have any questions for Gazatan?
Yeah. Uh, I think she's curious about the packages that you know, entrusted to one of the soldiers. Uh,
uh, the thing is that they're I understand in the Lunar Heartlands and such, and other places, even Dragon Pass, uh, spices, those sorts of things pass on along trade routes. Those aren't here. So we have to pass and trade and hand off things as best we can from hand to hand. I had uh, uh, a, a smidgen of cardamom, and I'm hoping that I will be able to get something of equal value back from a friend of mine who is at Horngate.
uh, I think Virkala nods in understanding and says, "My my cousin runs a caravan out in the grasslands. I
Ah,
know the trader's life."
yes, I understand. Uh, as an initiative Argar, I am not fully the caravaneer that other faiths are. But yeah, it's what I enjoy.
Um,
Oh, wait.
and I'm curious, Argrath, you've seen Dane depart with an escort of three of the garrison and Lady Jezra, the Duke's daughter. Um, and you notice up on the ramparts, Gazatan and Virkala having a conversation. Um, how do you approach them? What do you want to say to them? What do you want to talk about, if anything?
Mm, I don't think I'm part of their conversation. Um, so I think what Argrath is more doing and what I would be more interested in is to tease out the relationship um to my mentor, to my complicated mentor. Let's not forget she is not an opportunity, she's a complication. Like
Yes. Set the scene for me.
oh yes. So I think what I would like to tease out in the scene is why she's a complication. And maybe it is the moment where I actually approach her. I um what do you think? Does she have a temple or is that
No,
more
it's
of a makeshift
far,
thing
far
or
because this is barely a fort.
mm,
It is there may be a temple down the road,
hmm
um, but I think she's just dedicated to Dakafal.
hmm
She probably wears something, some fetish, or well, you tell me. How do you identify followers of Dakafal? Is it by the runes tattooed on them, or is it some symbol that they wear?
Yeah, I would think that so I imagine Argrath to be mostly painted in black and red and blue and other colors, but like painted all over his body. And I assume it's the same with her, maybe more elaborate than I. So I will just posit that the Dakar File followers we recognize, and everybody recognized by our like swirling, colorful body paint. And um, I know that she's here. I heard of her, so I approach her as she is, yeah, maybe tending tending a burial, and I will, of course, not barge in. I know the customs, but I will wait patiently and respectfully until she is done, and then I approach her and I say, Leka, Death Tender, I've been seeking you, and I'm glad I found you. I was hoping maybe I could sit down by your fire and learn,
Why do you want to learn?
because I want to see more clearly the path I'm meant to take. I got I was driven out of our lands, as many of us were, and I've been traveling ever since. And when I heard you were here, I thought maybe I could find guidance and maybe stop the traveling.
Who
And
gave you my name?
oh, I heard it on the street. I heard it on the road. People said there is this spirit tender in uh, here, and that well, she is good at bringing people to peace and at releasing spirits who are trapped, and that she has a sure and steady hand with separating chaos from living tissue and living spirits. And
She
I,
looks deeply into your eyes and says, when you are clear about what traps you, we will talk again.
yes, and I nod and respectfully um, walk backwards and try to not look as deflated as I am.
Okay.
Thank you.
And then I think we cut
Mhm.
to a week later. Um, and the three of you are just, cleaning equipment, whatever you do in your downtime, so to speak. When you notice on the top of the main tower, there are three towers here, you'll see it on the map tab, two quite short, stumpy ones, and then the main tower, which the upper floors of which are the kind of household quarters for the Duke, his family, and his close retainers and servants. And you notice that his daughter, his wife, is looking out in the direction that Dane and Jezra went. Um, and then the Duke joins her. You can see this from the courtyard of the fort, and she is clearly worried, angry. There's certainly something not right, um, and he kind of seems to be trying to calm her down. And then they disappear down into the tower. And shortly afterwards, the Duke emerges, talks to one of the guards on the tower door, um, and that guard you see come towards you and say, the Duke wants you.
We are at your service, please. We will follow you.
Yes. Um, and the first floor of the tower, the ground floor of the tower, is part storeroom, part bunk room for for his immediate body servants, but also is what the closest he has these days to an audience chamber, in as much as a quite ornate chair is set up at one end on a low pedestal with a couple of large braziers next to it. No windows here, just the light leaking in from outside, and these braziers, and he's sitting there pensive, and then he seems to notice you as you approach. Um, and I think he will look at Virkala first and say, "Has Humact offered you any news of Dane?"
Yeah, and Virkala shakes her head with a little bit of a worried expression, and perhaps unconsciously, her sword hand rests on her pommel.
He and my daughter should have returned by now with the supply caravan that I sent Dane, and with whom my daughter insisted on traveling. Uh, and my wife grows concerned. Um, I want you to take horse to Horngate and find out what delays them. Argrath, any response to that, or do you keep your counsel?
I think I stand in the second row behind the two of them, and I nod.
Gazatan, never short of
Certainly,
a comment.
certainly, my lord. May we have a chip to get supplies for the road from you?
It will be arranged.
Thank you.
Uh, take a pack mule if you need it. Um, Vakala, I, my daughter is in the safest hands I know. Dane has served my family his entire life, and I have complete trust in him. Um, but it concerns me that he is overdue. It is very unusual for Dane to miss any appointment.
Uh, yeah, she nods and says, "I'm sure he will not have neglected his duty."
Um, any preparations you want to make?
Just making sure that we get a proper amount of food and maybe a little bit extra
Yeah.
to be on the safe side.
I have this summon a spirit of knowledge to discern the location of something or someone you can visualize. Could I use that here
You
to get an
could.
idea of where Dane is?
You could.
Then I would like to. Um, I imagine that to be a bit of a longer ceremony, um, because I will use the item that I have.
How
Let me
do you
just
use the item?
look up what it was again. A small statue of a pointing figure that allows you to summon the spirit of knowledge. Oh, that's easy. So it is a clay pot. A clay pot that I put over a fire, and then there is this metal figure that I place on the clay pot, and I twist it, and it will land in the direction of where what I'm looking for is. And what I do need, of course, obviously, is some personal effects from Dane that I can like bury to ash and smear on the pot before I do that. Whatever is at hand, hair or fingernail clippings would be best, but I'll take a bit of his tunic if there's
I think
something.
there's probably you can cut a bit off the top off the bottom of one of his tunics.
Yeah.
Let's hope he's fine and that he doesn't notice the bit that's missing. Um, and then let's have you do that then.
Hmm.
So just check out my skills in magic.
That would be wit, I think, eh?
Yeah. So yeah. Okay.
Hmm.
I think what you will see, because I'm just trying to work out exactly what it says. Um, okay. Um, you see a vision,
Hmm.
and it is a vision not of Dane, but Dane's point of view.
Mm.
And Dane is looking up at the sky through lidded eyes. They're not fully. It feels like he's squinting up at the sky dome. Um, and uh, you can see he is tracking a circling vulture.
Oh. And the figure does it taste? What's the word? Point in the direction that we would expect him to be, or did he veer off course?
No, it looks like he is between here and Horngate.
Hmm. So at least he
And
is along the way.
his head lolls one way
Hmm.
and then the other, and you see um, two dead bodies. It
Oh,
looks like the it looks like two of the escort, the garrison escort, and one dead horse.
well, we must make haste. He is in trouble. He is alive, but we have no time to lose.
Virkala, what's your reaction to that?
Uh, yeah. I mean, I think Virkala left the audience directly to the stables and has everyone's mounts ready to go. Um, I think she's got a roan stallion for herself. Of course, she rides a stallion. Why wouldn't she? And I think she's picked a bay mare for Argrath and a sort of shaggy gray, kind of placid gelding for Gazatan that is not going to be challenging to ride. Uh, and yeah, I think as Argath as sharing this news, she looks more and more grim and mounts immediately and looks at the other two impatiently.
I just realized I should have made you roll for that, shouldn't I? Because it's a
Yes.
rune spell. So you're going to get that information come what may, but let's go through the motions of roll
Oops.
plus current favor.
Uh-huh. R plus current favor. And let me just take all that. Plus one, that is. Do I get advance for using the thing?
No, no,
No.
you get
Okay.
the spell for using the thing.
Ah, okay. Okay. Well, then plus one, it is. That is an 11.
11, well, that goes very well because it
Hmm.
means that on 10 plus, your God is generous doesn't even cost you any current favor.
Sweet.
So
Was
um,
I maybe able to discern a landmark or something? To at least
um,
know how far along the way he is?
you can
Roughly?
see, yeah. Let me see. What might you see out there in the middle of nowhere? I think that you may, in the greater distance, you might just see the high ground of the mountains beyond Horngate.
Hmm.
So you reckon he's at least halfway between here and Horngate?
Okay. Well,
Yeah,
that means that we don't have to look left and right for the first half of the way. Yeah. And can just press on.
yeah.
Hmm.
I'm just noticing, Vakali, your view is that you shouldn't take a pack pony.
Oh, absolutely not.
You're already mounted up and ready to go.
Yes, you are going to have to probably physically fight her to try and do something that she thinks will slow us
Which
down at
is
this
to
point.
say, we don't take the pack pony.
Mm.
Um,
I,
Now I'm going to assume because our fourth player is still waiting for an eclipse somewhere, I think. I hope. Um, what I'm going to say, and just see if there's any update. No. So what I'm going to suggest is that Surass is was dedicated to do a patrol out towards the Agamori grounds, and that will give me a reason for her to or they to them to jump back into the scene, the narrative when the time comes. Okay,
Okay.
so the three of you set off. Does any one of you have riding or animals rather as a skill?
No.
No? Okay.
Uh, that's a good question. I feel like she should, but she doesn't.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think that it's fair to say that as a Grayslander, I would give you some pony benefit, um, were it to come to that. But yeah, I'm going to cut to you reaching a point. You followed the trail to Horngate on the grounds that that's the best direction Argrath can give you.
Hmm.
Um, and then I think we see circling vultures in the distance. Virkala, what do you do?
Well, that's where they are.
Yeah. I'm trying to decide how much experience she has with tracking. But even though we could do this analog, I think she's going to look to Argrath because you're the one who has the mystical sight and visions, and if we can get there faster, or more accurately, all the better.
Mm.
And I think as she does this, she is starting to smear herself with the horrible smelling rendered animal fat.
Are you looking for me for a shortcut? Then maybe I could see if I can find one, seeing that I have the awareness skill.
Awareness really is kind of spot hidden
Yeah,
rather than the broad tracking or survival.
yeah, and I'm thinking of spotting like a, path through the branches.
Oh, I think there is a trail
Oh, yeah, well
that
then
that
what are we
runs
waiting
between
for?
Horngate and you. So no, and
What
it
are we
looks like
waiting
it's in that
for? On we
direction.
go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, and I think unless you want to do anything else, we will cut to you seeing, through the heat haze, what appear to be bodies on the ground a
Mm.
couple hundred meters away. And does everyone, spur their horse Gazatan?
Mhm. I know that Virkala is about to spur her horse. So while I may put my pony to a gentle trot, I am looking around the area to make sure that there is no ambush. We've seen beastmen before,
Yeah.
and this might be the kind of thing that they might set a trap for us for.
Okay, well, let's try that with wit, shall we?
Okay.
I think awareness might read a situation might apply here.
Okay.
So I'll give you the benefit of awareness for advantage.
Okay. Then I will take a 10 plus 2 is 12.
Well, I think if there is going to be an ambush, you will start it at advantage, but you
Okay.
don't think there's anything out there.
Okay.
Yeah, but you are prepped
Yeah.
for
Okay.
if there is.
Then I'm trotting along and getting my water skins and my healing herbs ready.
Vakala, do you spur your horse ahead?
Oh, absolutely. Canter, if not Gallop.
And so when the others come up to you, you will already be cradling uh, a very exposed and thirsty. Oh, there's Sabine. A very exposed and sunburned Dane. Um, uh,
Oh,
and and that I think is probably where we'll take our first break. So I will pause the recording, and just before you all disappear, I will bring Sabine up to date where we're at.
Mhm. Alan, I have
Okay.
one.
So we come back to see Vakala already on the ground cradling Dane, who's lying there. Um, Gazatan, Argrath have arrived and are dismounting to examine the scene. And the scene is one that you were hoping not to see, which is the three members of the garrison that went with them are lying scattered about with near their dead horses. And then we'll see a dust cloud and Surass arrives. Now, Surass was deployed several days ago to take 2 members of the garrison and just sweep the west of the valley into the plains, just to check where the Agamori had gone this season, in the hope perhaps that they were not dogging the Morakanth's tail. So Surass, it's been a several days out in the wilds with the two troopers and a pack mule for camping equipment and the rest. And you come across the rest of the seekers, examining what appears to be the aftermath of an attack. But I want to go first to Virkala. Virkala, you're cradling Dane, you've got off the horse. The man is pretty much unconscious. There is a faint hint of rise and fall in his chest. You just maybe feel a heartbeat, but he's in a bad way. What do you do?
Yeah. I mean, she's an experienced warrior. I'm sure she's doing, whatever degree of battlefield first aid she knows how to do. And I
Virkala,
think
with
she,
respect,
mm,
I think I'm saying that in the background kind of quietly as you're doing that.
mhm.
Uh, may I assist you? This is my area of skill.
Yeah, and I think she flashes you a look of just frank gratitude, uh, and is not quite interrogating Dane, but is certainly asking questions in an efficient and economical manner. Um, Specifically, who has done this? Where is Jezra? What happened?
And I think before Gazatan deploys um, his arts and Dane drops back into unconsciousness, the eyes flicker open and you hear him say, "Stupid girl, find her." And then he drops into unconsciousness again. Gazatan, healing, I
Yes,
think I'm seeing.
that
Um,
he did.
I think a quick examination, I won't make you roll yet, but a quick examination shows that he has suffered a deep spear thrust to the abdomen. Um, and he is clearly enormously dehydrated and suffering from exposure.
Okay.
Which one of those things do you want to come at first? There's plenty of blood, but it appears he's stopped bleeding, so he's not going to bleed out.
I think I need to get him stabilized in terms of the exposure first. I will work towards that, and
Okay,
then we can, uh, suture as need to. And I will, well, put my skills to work on
fine.
this.
I think that is wit with advantage.
Okay. So 8 plus 2 is 10.
That goes very well, doesn't it? I think that you have advantage for any further treatment you wanted to do with
Okay.
him. Um, and I think it's fair to say that it's going to take some time for him to recover.
Hmm.
You can get a moment. You can ask one question. You get enough consciousness for one question.
Then I will hand that question off to Virkala, but kind of as I'm doing this, I kind of look at the others as if to say, this is going to be a bit if if you wish to look around the area kind of thing. Like
Yeah.
I'm going to be doing this.
Well, why don't we do that? Argrath, do you have anything you want to do?
Oh yes, of course. The first and most pressing thing is to tend to the dead. Um, in that I will, as a matter of ritualistic course, check them for infection with chaos, which I'm not really expecting, but it is part of the process. And then, since we're not like all out in the wilderness, I think I will, do the like first rights and then fasten them up so we can put them on the back of the horses and bring them back to our outpost rather than burying them here in the desert. And then I will look in the injured man's pockets for any personal effect of the girl in question, which I think is Lady Varna, right?
Lady Jezra, the daughter.
Lady Jezra, okay. Jezra of Rone. To see if I can, do a ritual a bit later. But first, let's pass on the camera.
Yeah, no, I get that. I think that you do what you do. Daggerfall, judge of the dead.
Yep.
You prepare them to move on so that Daggerfall can judge them.
Yes, I will release their spirits here and prepare the bodies for transport.
Surass, what about you?
I'm a little surprised at the scene, honestly, because I don't know what happened. And since Gazatan is tending to the wounded and Argrath is tending to the dead, I will ask Virkala what happened.
Virkala?
Yeah, she shakes her head, jaw set. I'm not sure, but we must find Lady Jezra. I suspect.
Oh, okay.
And she gestures at the spear wounds. Kidnapping.
Oh no. Okay. Yeah, okay. Let's wait a minute. Do I have any appropriate skills? I have survival and tracking. Maybe let me have a look at the vicinity and see if I can find tracks.
Yeah, I think tracking is entirely relevant here. So ability to identify and trace the tracks of people and creatures through the environment. So let's have you roll with the skill with advantage. I think this is wit.
Okay. Dun, dun, dun.
Wow.
Is that good? That is an advantage, so it's 9 is a 10. Okay.
Exactly. So that's as good as it gets. So certainly, so from the bottom up, clearly there has been some kind of engagement here. There is looking around as you move around, looking for the direction that Dane and the escort and presumably Jezra came in. You can, I think, reasonably find tracks suggesting that it looks like Dane's horse was galloping. The kind of men at arms, the soldiers, the troopers, they were coming on as if to catch him up, but clearly he was racing ahead. And another horse was racing ahead as well. And then you see other tracks intersecting that path, meeting at this point. Cloven hooves.
Oh no. Cloven hooves that could be brew, right? I mean, could also be Are there minotaurs? Sorry, but
beastmen come in all varieties.
Yes, but beastmen are brew usually, aren't they?
There
are
they brew are chaos creatures.
Yeah, I know.
Who are beast and man.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, but there are beastmen who are not chaos creatures. Okay.
There are.
Okay.
But as you look at this, I think you rolled well. I think that I'm prepared to tell you that it's weird. There are signs of how can I put this? The quadrupeds, not just bipeds.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Yeah, quadrupeds, not just bipeds.
Like somebody was riding a goat or something?
A big goat, a big cloven hoofed creature, maybe.
Okay. But just one or more of them?
No, a whole group. It's quite difficult to tell how many. This was half a week ago.
Yeah, okay, okay.
And you know,
Mm.
it's there's a whirling of tracks.
Alan,
Gazatan.
would you refresh our memory on who the Rider tribes are? We have the Morakanth are a Rider tribe.
They're
I
not
know.
riders. They're
Well,
they're foot
you know
based.
what I mean. They are
Oh, they are herders.
they are
Yes.
herders like the other
Yeah.
ones. So
Yeah. Yeah.
I know we have like the Sable
Yeah.
Riders.
If you have a look at the NPC tab and scroll down, you
Okay.
will see the principal tribes: Bison, Impala, High Llama. Um, the baboons don't ride. What else have I got on here? Um, Tusk riders, they don't herd, they raid. Uh,
Hmm.
the brew.
Hmm.
Um, there are some minor tribes. There's also the Sable Riders, but they are in thrall to the Lunar Empire. So they'd have to be pretty renegade to be here raiding.
Okay, and which of those, I'm sorry, my biology is not up to date. Which of those have the right kind of mount?
Tusk Riders.
Tusk Riders, and they are raiding, right? So, and they're unpredictable and violent,
Yes.
cool or not. Okay, so it's either, yeah, I will tell you, whoever is listening, to
Yeah.
me do the tracking thing.
Um,
Like,
so they came in from one direction and then they left back in the same direction. Um, and it's a little difficult because of the nature of the tracking. Um, but I think I'm prepared to tell you that you think they had a horse in tow.
oh, yeah, I'm pretty sure that um, it's reasonable to suspect that they took Lady
Jezra.
Jezra.
That certainly is the only hypothesis you could currently substantiate.
Because if she had escaped, she would have probably come back here or gone back to the farm, right? Or the setting, whatever the name of the place is. So my idea would be here that these raiders kind of attacked. Well, there was at least there was a fight, and I think they took Lady Jezra, probably not to keep her safe, because if they had, they would have brought her back home, right? So I don't know what they would have taken her for, but
They are raiders, and it's likely that they know that that's a valuable person. They would have recognized her as being from a city, and that's a person that can be ransomed. So it does us
yeah,
well. I think you're smart to say that, and it's
I
good to
know.
know this because it's likely that uh, they're not going to bring harm to her.
Yeah, that's a relief. So we should go find them and figure out how to deal with this. If we can rescue her, you can, if you can negotiate a ransom.
Carla, that's going on in the background. You're still with Dane, and I offered
Mhm.
you a question, I think, while he's reasonably conscious. But I wanted you to have that context
Yeah, no, that's
before you
helpful.
asked it.
I was going to ask where did they go, but I think Virkala can see, Surass, you know, carefully examining, the tracks in the ground and indicating the direction we need to go. Um, and they could also probably tell us how many there were.
Okay. Um,
Uh, I think
well, no, she can't.
mm, she
They can't.
Surass
Sorry.
can't. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, in that case, yeah, I think Virkala is looking in the direction where these raiders took Jezra and said and sort of nods and says, "How many?"
10, maybe more. I was focused on her.
Yeah. And Virkala is nodding and looking at her companions. And I think a little frown line is etched between her brows as she is calculating odds, and says, "We'll do our best."
I
And
think
then
this
he
is
lapses into unconsciousness again.
the moment where Argrath speaks up and says, Surass, you found the tracks. Virkala, you know how many they are, and I have those two to bring home. Why don't I do that rather than letting them rot here for several more days and come back with a force that can match whatever is waiting there?
Um,
It will take you the thick end of a week to get back
Hmm.
to Ronefort and back to here.
I understand that, but if I don't go, those men will rot in the sun.
no, they don't need to. I have to. I'm here with two others. They can take them back and also get the force as backup.
Oh, well, in that case.
And take Dane with them.
Yes, yes, that would be a good idea, I guess. I mean, we can take him with us, I guess, or if you don't think we can take him with us,
I
guess
don't.
yes.
He is too badly injured, Surass.
Yes, I thought so, but I didn't want to criticize your healing forte or something like that.
Well, in
So
that
yes,
case.
certainly the two troopers can be delegated to take the bodies. It'll take them quite a while. They'll walk their horses back. They'll put a body on each, and Dane on another one, I guess. So yeah, you needn't worry about them lying here, being further molested by vultures.
Mhm.
Very good.
So what do I next see? Surass, you have tracking and also survival, which is the ability to
Yes.
kind of survive out here without necessarily, living off the land if necessary. But I'm just curious, what do I see you doing? Because I'm assuming you're riding point.
So we're following the tracks, right? Obviously.
That's my assumption.
Yes. Okay. Let me check my character real quick because I don't want to forget anything that I do have. No, I have a little lizard. It can't fly. So, yeah, I think I am following the track and will probably, if nobody stops me and anybody seems amenable, try to make a bit of small talk, like telling them what happened when we fought the Agamori and trying to figure out what happened. Why is Dane here? Why are they here? What was going on there?
Does anyone want to fill Surass in on how you come to be out here looking for Dane and Jezra?
If no one else will speak up, I will say, so it turns out, while you were on patrol, Jezra opted to go along with Dane and a couple of escorts down to Horngate to pick up the supply caravan, uh, and then were overdue for their return, which is how we came to be sent out to find Jezra, of course, Duke Rone's daughter. She is, one might say, headstrong, and not yet comfortable with this land. So she's not made great choices.
And the supply train was that also taken?
I suspect, given that we have not seen that here, that they may not have even reached Horngate, and we may still have to see to that getting done. Because if the supply train had been there, we would have seen more tracks of that. You would
True,
have certainly
true.
spotted it.
Yes, yes, you're right.
Yeah. And since it's closer, we'll probably send Dane along with the others to Horngate rather than back to the stead.
That makes sense, yes.
But again, I am a mere tradesman, so I defer to you and Virkala's expertise on these matters. Uh, and I do very much look at the two of you and like, uh, let us go and see what we can do.
Mhm.
Uh, 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 I am at your disposal. You just tell me what to do. I mean,
E-
okay.
Yeah, I mean, I looks and I'm Surass looking at Virkala. Do you can't overwhelm 10 of them or more by yourself, right?
Uh, yeah, she sort of laughs at that. I think she's been out riding. There's a lot of sort of
Mm-hmm.
nervous energy.
Mm-hmm.
Both her and her pony, who absolutely
Mm-hmm.
bad-tempered, will bite if you get within mouth distance of him, and Arkvarkala, and says, no, uh, as much as it pains me to admit, we may need to attempt diplomacy. And looks at
Uh,
Gazatan.
I say, or let us not also put ourselves in our mind that the possibility of a stealthy approach.
Okay.
She nods.
Okay.
Although I think she's gonna have to wash
I,
off this
I look at
ointment.
Argrath when I say a stealthy approach, by the way.
Oh
That
yeah.
might get people killed.
Worked last time. I would remind you to check out what it says on roll 1415 about what your god expects of you in order to earn their favor.
Yes.
Oh,
Bring light into the darkness, Surass.
oh,
Honor ancestors and their way,
mm,
Argrath. Make connections and relationships, Gazatan, and
mm.
seek and deliver death
Hmm.
for our
Um,
Hamakti.
maybe we can do both. Like, you can go and talk to them and maybe try to find a peaceable solution. And we don't need all to go in there. Somebody could be like sneaking around and looks at Argrath, because then we might have a better chance and we can distract them even, maybe a little.
Son of light, what a duplicitous idea you've suggested. I'm very much on board with this, especially with you suggesting such a
I
thing.
mean, no, I think we should go and talk to them and try to bring light to
No,
them,
no,
but
no.
I am a realistic person.
I
I have
understand.
I have I have
I
tried to
wink.
talk I have tried to talk to raiders and tell them about the light of Lord Yamalio and things, and it didn't usually go all that well.
Well, let us see what happens, shall we?
Yes, yes, I trust my Lord Yamalio to understand what I'm trying to do here.
And we should remember that Virkala, having ritually applied this rendered carcass fat, um, stealth is an issue.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
you can smell her coming.
Yeah.
so
So
Well, these are Tusk Riders, though. So the
yeah,
smell
they probably
of
stink.
rider,
Yeah.
yeah.
they oh, they're all, they are war riders and you have pig fat, right? So it's
Excuse
I
me,
probably.
you have no idea what type of bat it is. If you
Oh,
imply it's a
No,
specific
I'm
animal.
sorry. I'm
and
sorry.
it
I
would be taboo
apologize.
for her to tell you.
No, no, of course, of course.
So I think that we will cut forward. Maybe a montage showing some of what we've just heard, and you outlined on a ridge, in this waste, this rolling waste, making your way, following these tracks. Um, and the sense you get is that um, you might be gaining on them, but they had a days of head start.
Mhm.
Um, and perhaps the first time you are conscious that you might be getting somewhere, is when you notice uh, a dry riverbed.
Oh,
It probably only runs in sea season, when the most of the rain in this area falls. Now it's dried out, and it appears to have eroded a kind of arroyo, or what do you call them in westerns? Gulches. It's a kind of um, fairly steep-sided cut that the tracks head into.
Oh,
Maybe 10, 15 meters across, with this dry stream bed at the bottom and crumbling, quite steep walls to either side is what it is becoming.
huh.
Surass, you're on point. What's your
Yeah,
advice?
that is not ideal. If we go here, they will see us. But they are going through this ravine, so we probably. How far away are we from them?
Um,
Much.
uh, I don't think I can tell you that. I think all I can
Okay.
tell you is that you've probably closed on them.
Okay.
It doesn't look like they were in a hurry.
Okay.
But that was several days ago.
Okay. Okay. And there are no other tracks here besides these guys.
Argrath.
Yes.
What are you looking for anything? Are you
Yeah, as Surass is saying that, I am thinking, and possibly even saying, maybe we should not pass through that open gulch. Then maybe we can find a way around. Maybe there's a shortcut to be found. And if we lose the tracks, we can still find the lady.
That is an amazingly good idea.
So
then
why don't I ride forth and see if I can find a way around the gulch.
let's have you roll with awareness, I guess.
Yeah.
And I unless you've got a better offer, I think
No.
it's probably
Like,
wit.
yeah, wit. And like, if that was a thing in that game, I would say awareness and stealth as the secondary skill. Oh, it would be advanced though.
And so what you're heading up, rather than going into this deepening
Yeah,
ravine, you're
I'm
riding up around the top.
riding up the crop, see if there's a way around it, where we still come out at the mouth of the ravine, where Surass then reasonably can pick up the track again.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Go ahead.
10 looks good.
Are you not ever going to roll anything less than 10? I'm beginning to
No,
doubt
I don't
it.
plan on that doing that. No.
Clearly, this hack involves far too much advantage for player characters.
That is true.
But then, you are heroes in the making. So, you should be
I
capable.
enjoy rolling with advantage, but it happens a lot.
And I think that the first thing you are aware of, Argrath, is a smell. And it is the stink of pigs. And I'm imagining you just coming up to the edge of this ravine, and looking over the top, and you can see 12 great angry looking horse-sized boars in a crude stockade down there. And the stockade is in front of a cave, a crack in the side of this that disappears into the wall of the ravine.
Then I wave by the others, and show them that. And might they be making camp down there?
Certainly seems reasonable.
Yes.
Are they making camp or do they live there?
I would be prepared for you to make a roll with survival, Surass. And I think I would go wit and survival.
Okay. Wow. Okay. Yeah, it's a 13.
Well, that's good enough then, isn't it? So I think there is no question that there are you can see from here negligible disturbed ground further along the ravine. This is clearly where they have come to, and where they came from. Gazatan?
As we've been traveling along, and this, I want to have kept my eyes open to see if we have seen signs, markings, symbols of any of the other rider tribes or other tribes of any kind in this area, Baboon or Agamori or other. I want to see if there's anyone else around here because no one likes the Tusk Riders.
I don't think I'm going to make you roll for that.
Okay.
I think this seems a little bit too close to the Moracanth for the Agimori at the moment because you've gone south from the trail to Horngate,
Yep.
and Surass did a sweep in this vicinity, not quite as far west as this, but in this vicinity, and thinks that both the Moracanth and the Agimori are keeping their distance, and the Beast Riders tend to kind of keep themselves on the far side, the eastern side of the valley. You might find the odd kind of group here, but no significant numbers.
Okay.
So I think that your hope for allies is thin.
All right. It also says to us, though, that they are well out of the range that they traditionally would be operating in,
Tusk
which,
Riders they're an argumentative bunch. They tend not to stick together in large numbers. So, but so they're not as cohesive as the other rider clans, tribes. It's fair to say.
I suggest that we wait uh, and watch for a while. If we can see what their operating patterns are, if some of them leave, if some of them stay, if we see the prisoner, and then, when night falls, mercifully, we can look, perhaps choose more routes. But is that satisfactory to everyone?
Yes.
And I
I
and I turned to Virkala to get Virkala's like is that cool with Virkala?
Yeah, she nods.
Okay.
If they are sending out patrols, if they're small enough, could even our odds.
Okay. Um, Over the rest of your half a day of observation before dusk, I think I can tell you for nothing that occasionally a tusk rider comes out of the cave, um, and throws some slops onto the floor for the tuskers to scrabble about for. Um, so they come out and feed them. Um, a couple of times they come out and put some water in a trough for the animals. It's pretty shady down there, so it's not like they're having to endure the full heat of the day. Um, and the Tuskers are as bad tempered as you might expect. Uh, you know, um, Boars that are 5 feet at the shoulder. Um, what I thought I might be prepared to do here is to have Virkala use leadership to kind of summarize, if you will, your opening moves in this. I need to know what your objective is, but then I'd allow Virkala to make a roll with leadership in order to determine what your starting conditions are. Advantage, disadvantage, neither. Does that seem like a fair approach to take?
Does I, I have a suggestion, and this is my suggestion. My suggestion is we wait until night falls again, mercifully,
Mhm.
uh, and one of us sneaks down to open the gate for the boar, and then we do something once that person is safely out of the way, he said very specifically. We let loose with something a bow shot, and I kind of look at Surass, some sort of bolt from the blue, to
I can set something on fire, probably.
right. That will send those boars running, and they will be forced to chase after them, and that will give us perhaps a window to get in and retrieve our wayward daughter.
Hmm.
Is this gulch, like, how many exits are there?
Well, there are two ways to go. There's
Hmm.
downstream, stream, and upstream. You came in heading upstream if the stream was running, and it continues some little way, presumably ending somewhere in the foothills south of Horngate, where some drainage may run down and cause this gulch to have formed.
Huh.
Does that answer your question?
It does, yes. I think we're probably well away from the, uh where we could be heard or seen. And Virkala's sort of crouched down and drawing with a stick in the ground the uh you know um lay of the land, and as Gazatan is speaking, is sort of like sketching things out, and nods and says, uh, if we could either bait or draw the boars down this way. Uh, she looks at Gazatan's bow, and I guess also Surass's bow. Those of us with better at a distance could stay up here and use the advantage of height. And perhaps if we used this pinch point, and she, marks it, we could hold it even with a small force. By which she means herself specifically.
While the others are planning, I would like to explore the mountains above the cave to see if there is some sort of natural chimney that could serve as a back entrance.
Okay. I mean, it's now dusk, so the advantage that awareness would give you is going to go unless you've got some way to generate some light. Yeah, I'm very happy for you to. I think this is more about not being spotted, to be honest, if you're scouting the vicinity. So I think this is finesse.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So finesse, but no advantage.
Hmm. About not being spotted, then wouldn't stealth apply?
Um,
I was actually going with awareness actually because I'm looking for something
yeah,
specific.
yeah. And I think that's why you're not going to get the benefit of advantage because it is dark now.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, if it's dark, then I can't take too much time anyway. So with a 8, well, it's 9 even. Ha,
9.
I find finesse +2. Crazy.
Okay. Okay. So
I succeed.
you find kind of there's some rough ground on the other side of the ravine, the gulch, and there's some broken ground there, and there's a couple of cracks in the kind of rock where maybe you can, yeah, definitely smell, smoke,
Hmm.
wood smoke from a fire.
Hmm.
Um, um, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start a countdown with 4 dice in it. The risk is they know ... It's whether, as you were moving around this area, you dislodged anything that raises their suspicion.
Mhm.
Um, did you draw their attention? Yeah?
Yeah.
And the trigger is going to be every round um, between now and when they obviously know that somebody's out there. Yeah?
Mhm.
So I'd like you to start by rolling all 4 of my dice up there on the top left, please. Okay, the way this countdown pool works is every time you roll a 1, 2, or 3, I reduce the pool by 1.
Mhm.
So I'm going to reduce it from 4 dice to 2 dice. And next time you'll roll 2 dice and see what happens. So right now, they are no more aware of you than they were before you did any scouting, but that may
Mhm.
not last long. So I
But I have
guess
found what I was looking for. So.
you found what you're looking for. So there appears to be some chimneys, some cracks
Mhm.
in the rock through which they're using to get smoke out.
Mhm.
Virkala, you had a plan,
Hmm.
yeah.
Yep.
Uh, as I understand it, you want anyone with a missile weapon to sit up here on the on
Hmm.
the on the edge of the top edge of the ravine, um, covering that cave entrance.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Um, you want someone uh, to go into the ravine and open the boar pen,
Mhm.
and are they to scare the boar out, or is that about what your missile weapons are for?
I think missile weapons, or if Surass is able to do lightning again, that would be great. Because Virkala remembers being very, very
Very
impressed by that
impressed.
in our previous battle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I,
And
if your Mario is amenable, I can try.
Okay. So I've got 2 people with missile weapons. I can't quite remember.
I
Yep.
think so.
Yeah, 2 people up on the top, 1 person in the ravine opening the gate.
Mhm.
Surass, wherever Surass is, calling in a lightning strike.
Mhm.
And then in your mind's eye, what happens next?
Once we've scared the pigs, presumably whatever does that is going to also be scary enough to, or like loud enough to get the attention of the raiders. They'll all come out. I imagine it's going to be Argrath who is sneaking down there to open the pigs because Virkala is not particularly sneaky. And Virkala will station herself at a pinch point so the raiders cannot get up to the 2 that are on the lip of the ravine. Shooting arrows down.
Okay, okay. Um, uh, that appears to be the plan. So I think that
Mm-hmm.
is Gazatan and Surass at the top,
Mm-hmm.
Argrath and Vakala going down into the ravine, one with a mission related to pigs, one to hopefully take on any of the tusk riders who rush out of the cave looking for trouble.
Quick
Yep.
question. The objective was as soon as we've caused enough disturbance, Argrath will sneak in and try to get Jezra, right? Because just opening the pig pen is only the start. And then if I understood that correctly, or I have not.
That was my understanding. They will be
Mm-hmm.
drawn off. They'll be drawn away from the cave. Will cause damage to them, but they're also those boars are hugely valuable to them. And regardless, they will have to chase after them.
Okay, okay. I have a plan in my head. Vakala, the question is your leadership up to this? So everyone is in position.
Mm-hmm.
This roll will determine whether they have one move at advantage or not, or possibly
Mm-hmm.
disadvantage. Okay, so let's have you roll with leadership. I think this is wit with advantage.
All right. Not her strong suit, but we'll go with it. And we do not have to resolve this right now, but she is also going to attempt to use Death Sharpen on her weapon as preparation, in addition to being horrible smelling. All right, and that is 8.
8. Okay,
Hmm.
so on a 7 to 9, you do succeed. Um, I am going to give each of the other seekers an advantage to play with, but um, you will be at disadvantage. Maybe the scent of
All
that
right.
fat is enough to attract them. Now, I'm going to suggest, given I'm looking at the clock, that we just take a quick 5 minutes break now so we can embark on this heist when you come back. So I'll see you at about 5 to the hour.
Sounds
Yep.
good.
Sounds
See you
good.
then. Okay, so we open, I think, with we take Gazatan and Surass's point of view from up on the top of the ravine, 20, 25 feet up. Um, but I think we focus on Argrath and Virkala, um, just at the point where they're about to kind of separate, so that the smell of Virkala doesn't get in the way of Argrath's stealth. And Virkala moves off to one side, leaving Argrath to approach the pen of these huge boars, these huge tuskers. Um, um, is anybody got any rune magic they want to use before I say anything else?
Yes.
What do you want to do?
Death Sharpen.
Fine. So let's have you roll, as it
Okay.
says here. When roll plus current favor.
All right. So this will be +1.
Okay,
I would
Uh,
like. Sorry, you're not done.
sorry, 8.
that's an 8. So on 7 to 9, the god grants you the described effect of the spell at the cost of 1 current favor. So you lose that favor, but you have the benefit of the sharpen rune magic. Then Gazatan, anything?
No, I don't think so. I'm holding off on
Okay,
my deep in shadows until we might need it later.
okay. What about you, Argrath?
I would like to. Maybe that still happens before we descend. Um, I think maybe I found some token, some letter or a ring in the pockets of the dying man that belongs to the girl, and I'll burn that, smear that on my third eye, and use my rune magic to get a sense of where in the cave she is.
Um, Now, I know you went through their pockets. I don't quite know why one of her escort would have something in their pockets that belonged to the Lady
I,
Jezra.
I don't know either. I didn't put it there.
Um, I tell you what, I'll let you roll a flat 2d6.
Sure, that's a 7.
7. Um, there's something, but you're not certain it belongs to her.
Oh, well, it will point me somewhere.
So the way this works is that because you've used your freebie go with Spirit of Knowledge, haven't you?
Since I did roll in the end, I guess I didn't.
Yeah, fair enough. So you have the freebie now. So you don't have to roll. I will tell you that she is bound in a dark space where she can't see anything.
Hmm.
Best I can do for you. Yeah.
Better than nothing.
But in the meantime, you are approaching the Tuskers. Yeah.
Hmm.
What do we see? What do we see you doing?
We see Argrath move slowly and deliberately, and undo. I imagine it's because they're horse sized, so the gate is probably also quite tall and strong, and has 3 latches. And I undo the latches and then tie the door to the frame with a tie, so it doesn't like swing open randomly, but will be easily burst outward by
Okay.
the
Let
boars once that's
let
done.
let let's
Once they're
see
scared.
if you can do that using
Hmm.
your stealth without them causing a fuss. Yeah.
Yes, yes.
But I also want you to start by rolling two dice on that countdown clock that I set going.
Hmm.
So roll me 2d6 to start with.
That's a 5 and a 6.
Doesn't change. So nobody inside has noticed anything falling out of the ceiling onto their fire. And then let's have you go with your stealth.
Yeah.
I think this is finesse
Hmm.
plus so finesse at advantage.
Hmm. That is a 9, 10, 11.
Wow. So this goes perfectly. You know,
Hmm.
you undo the latches, you put, take a fine piece of straw and just use it to hold the door closed. Um, uh,
And then I sneak into the cave.
oh, you're going to go through the pen.
Yeah, I thought the plan was that I go in and find the girl, right?
You, once there's been a distraction,
Oh, well
once
then I'll
the
hide
I,
somewhere.
yeah. So Surass, how does Argrath signal to you in the from the shadows down there that it's time for you to try for a bolt?
Um, it's a good question. I think a bird call, yes.
Bird
Yes, bird
call?
call, bird
Fair
call.
enough. Fair enough. So you hear the bird call, and let's see
Okay.
if that rune spell works for you. So
Yes.
roll plus current favor.
Okay. And can I use the advantage I got from Virkala's leadership thingy? Because I've been
Yeah,
praying, I've been
yeah,
preparing for this
yeah,
now.
absolutely.
Okay, then I will do that because I feel that that might be important. There's a 5 and a 3, and 1 is a 9, so I lose my
9.
favor.
Yeah, you
But
do, but you
the
get a lightning strike.
yes,
Yeah,
I will. I will. I mean, these animals haven't done anything to me, so the lightning strike will find a post or something. It won't
okay,
hit a pig.
okay. So you don't fry a boar, but
No, I don't
you
fight
cause a
more.
lightning strike.
Yes.
You can gain one favor for bringing light into the darkness.
Oh, okay.
As there is a kind of explosion of a lightning strike hitting the near the pen, and the
Mm-hmm.
boars. I think there is no question. Um, Charge. They mill about, and then one of them bursts the gate, and they're going. Um, Virkala, you're outside the pen, away from where Argrath is.
Mhm.
Um, what are you hoping is going to happen next?
I mean, the real hope is that the boars go, because it's a gulch.
Yeah,
The direction that Virkala is not,
yeah, no, that's fair.
was her hope.
Yeah,
And then the raiders will come out and she can,
yeah, fine.
continue the distraction as Argrath sneaks in.
The lightning bolt gets their attention, and you see figures coming out in the afterglow of that maybe there's one of the posts of the fence is burning, um, and half a dozen of them take in the situation and start running down the gulch after the boar. What do you do, Vakala, if anything?
Yeah, that's only half a dozen. And we're pretty sure there's a full dozen. Uh, so I think once they've sort of scattered themselves a little bit, she has a shield, right? Yeah, bang her sword on her shield and holler challenge.
Is that challenge intended to draw more out or to draw the ones who've made a dash for it back?
Oh, draw more out, right? She's trying to give Argrath the best
As
chance possible to get in there.
okay. So I think that probably boils down to leadership, but I think in the circumstance it is grit.
All
So you can
right.
have grit with advantage.
But she
Oh,
does have
sorry, you
disadvantage.
do. So we'll just go flat grit
Flat grit. All right, so that a +1. That's an 8.
on an 8. You do get I'm going to add, let me roll a d3. One,
Fair enough.
one more rushes out. Um, uh, when you bellow, rushes out into the pen, has a short sword, kind of sees you in the flickering light from the burning fence. Gazatan, before I come to Argrath, what, if anything, are you doing at this point?
Oh, well, I am trying to go. Oh, boy, I hope I know how to use this bow. And waiting up here, and probably getting my striking spirit ready here.
Okay.
Um,
So are you casting that? Do you want that spirit to help this arrow, or are you holding it back?
well, I'm considering this now. I know Argrath is going in, and you're going in through the path that you found, the little chimney thing, right?
No,
No,
in
I was
in
thinking
in
that
through the
would be the way
cave
out.
entrance.
Pardon?
Sorry. I said I was hoping the chimney might be the way out.
Okay,
When there's carnage in the front, then we can sneak out in the back.
perfect. Okay. Then I wanted to position myself at least so I can have a distant line towards that, at least that, spotting it and getting my bow ready to fire off. I won't use a striking spirit yet.
Okay, so you're covering the exit. Was that?
Well,
That
Virkala,
wasn't.
what would you prefer I do? Can aid you with bow fire or cover the exit?
Uh, I mean, I think Bowfire is more likely to get more out. So
Okay,
Argrath and Jezra have fewer to deal with.
absolutely. Okay.
Okay,
Well,
so you're
then,
gonna
then when
fight.
one pops out to answer the challenge, I put an arrow in him.
Okay,
Hopefully, he
then.
will cry out in pain, and maybe that will draw some others out.
So this is wit. Roll with wit.
Okay. It'd be a good skill to learn is how to use a bow. Let's roll with wit. Oh, that is a 5.
Ugh.
Did you already use your advantage?
Oh, no, I didn't.
No,
Sorry.
Hmm.
feel free to add that.
So I
Hit
have to
the
clear
advantage.
that.
No, no, no,
So
no. Just hit the advantage dice, and it
no,
should come
that
up.
didn't work last time though when I
Oh,
did that.
really? Oh, right.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead.
So I've got 1 and 2 in that there, and
Okay.
I'm going to roll a die roller, and whichever one's the first die is going to be the third
Okay.
die of this roll. So
Oh,
I've still got 1 and 2.
okay.
So I definitely miss.
Okay. So that does not go well. What can I cost you then? You failed the GM two from the 7 to 9 list. Um, I think you suffer one harm. Um, remember, in order to attack something, you have to spend a health point. But I think that goes badly wrong, and the bowstring kind of just vibrates down your forearm uh, painfully. So reduce your health by 2, all told.
Okay.
And then the second one from the 7 to 9 list is um, you are at disadvantage, I think, because that's painful. Um,
Fair.
uh, Surass, you cast the spell. Argrath, I think it's time we know whether you're going to make a break, you're going to try and get in the cave now, or whether you're going to wait. Do you want to wait to see if any more come out, or are you taking the opportunity you have right now?
Um, I think I would like to have gained some ground when they go out. So I will cast my silent spirit magic and then make my
Oh,
way in.
okay. So with silence, um, put the little tick in the box because you won't be able to use it again till the sun comes
Hmm.
up.
Hmm.
Um, so all it says is suppresses the noise you make, gaining advantage for a relevant action. So go ahead. What do you want to do
Hmm.
while the silent spell is running?
Well, get in as far as I can, and look for any kinds of like cupboards or cave arms that are locked with, I don't know, big stones or anything, to try and find where that place where there's no light
Okay,
is.
I'm going to assume the silence gives you a level of stealth, and so I'm going
Hmm.
to ask you to roll for awareness to see what you can find.
Very
Yeah.
good.
But I'm going to take the advantage away because it's dark in there.
The entire cave is dark? Dark?
Um, you're looking,
Oh, what I
if it
find is
gets,
dark.
yeah,
Ah, okay, got it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe there's some flickering light from behind you, but once you get 3 or 4 paces in there, it's pretty dark.
Okay.
Okay. So
Yeah.
flat with, I go with wit.
Oh, flat, you say. Okay.
Yeah.
Then,
I'm canceling your awareness because of the darkness.
okay.
So that's 7.
Mhm. Then let me re-roll because I rolled with advantage.
Ah,
It's a 9.
9. Okay.
Mhm.
So with a 9, um,
So,
you will
sorry, sorry. What did you say? Wit or finesse?
you're looking for stuff, aren't you? I'm giving
Yeah.
you the stealth on the basis of silence
Yeah, no,
rather than
but
wit.
what ability? I
So
forgot.
wit.
Wit. Okay, then that's a 10 then.
Okay. So on a 10, I will tell you that you work out that there is the flickering of a campfire
Hmm.
that gives you somewhere to head to if that's where you want to go. So there's a tunnel, you can hear a commotion deeper in the cave, and you've got a queue that will lead you down towards a campfire. Yeah?
Hmm.
Okay. Let me come back to Virkala then. He's come out. You hear a bow twang, but nothing hits. Um, and then he's coming at you with his short sword. So let's have you spend a health to make an attack. Yeah?
Mhm. Good,
And
good.
let's have you roll with advantage and anything else that you think may be relevant.
Uh, I think currently just the advantage.
Okay?
From melee.
Yeah.
Ah,
And might. Sorry, what are you using? A broadsword or a.
broadsword.
Yeah, so it's might at
Okay.
advantage.
All right. Let's roll it. So that'll be 7, 8, 9.
9. Okay. So on a 9, you do harm as established, which is for a broadsword, 2,
3 from
3.
the broadsword and then 1 from the sharpened rune, I believe.
Okay. So he's wearing heavy armor, which will take 2 of those 4, but you do some harm. But on a 7 to 9, you also take harm as established, which for him is going to be a 2.
Ah, armor
You
cancels it
shrugged
out.
that off. Thought it might. So there is a melee occurring in the pen. Argrath is inside. Surass, what are you going to do next?
Yeah, I mean, I could also fire my bow, but that didn't go so well for Gazatan. I don't want to show him up, so I will do
Hmm.
something else. There is one of the posts in the pig pen is burning, right?
Yep.
So, I mean, I got spirit magic and I can, what's the name of this thing? Ignite or extinguish. I think I want to ignite some stuff.
Okay.
Here, something that is either maybe on the raider that is currently fighting with Virkala, because I don't think I want her to be more hurt than she needs to be, or she
Um,
wants to be.
yeah, you'll need to get down there to do that.
Oh,
It doesn't
I
have the kind of
do? It's
20,
a
30.
ranged attack. It's a ranged attack.
Yeah,
Close,
close.
close. Oh, okay. No, forget it. Then I use my bow.
Okay.
Sorry, Gazatan. Maybe I'll
No.
fail too. And I don't roll with advantage, right? Because there's
I
no
don't
reason for that.
think so. So it's
No,
wit.
it's wit. Well, okay. Let's see how that goes. It's an 8.
It's enough. So
8.
you will inflict harm as established. Can't remember what it is for a bow. Can you remind me?
I have no idea.
It'll be
I
written on
can
your sheet.
2.
2.
2.
2.
2. And yeah, no, that will bounce off his armor. That will just come
Okay.
close, but no cigar. Um,
Okay.
Argrath, there's a commotion. Let me roll a dice to see what happens. 1. You see a figure obscuring that that dim light that shows you the way to the campfire, but it's
Hmm.
obscured for a moment. Someone is coming up that corridor towards you. What do you do? Up that. tunnel?
My main aim is not to be seen, so I will hide in an alcove and let them pass.
Okay, then let's see if stealth is up to that. I think this
Hmm.
is finesse with stealth, so
Hmm.
finesse with advantage.
Yep.
Oh, no problem at all.
Yep.
He runs past you.
Hmm.
Yeah. Um, Hopefully he thinks on his way to help his friends.
Yes.
Um, Gazatan, after that slightly embarrassing failure with the bow, what are you thinking of doing now?
Hmm. I think that now oh buddy.
With
I think
athletics, you could
I'm
clamber
gonna
down the side
make
of that ravine with no trouble at all, you know.
well, I'm gonna make my way actually over to the exit point that we've talked about for Argrath.
Okay.
That way I can support them to get out of there. I have athletics. I can do that. So
Yeah.
that's what I'm doing.
Okay. We'll because you've got to go kind of down one side, back up the other. So unless you want to go down into the ravine and up the other side.
No.
Okay, we'll roll for athletics shortly when we think it matters. See
Sure.
whether you've got there in time. Um, so, Virkala, background to you. You can hear a war cry from inside of the tunnel. Looks like another one's on the way, but you have one in front of you right now. What do you do?
Uh, I mean,
As if I
hmm.
didn't know.
I mean, she absolutely is going to attack. Um, God, this does feel like a classic pick up one guy, throw him into another guy situation. Uh, but like somehow with a broadsword, I don't know. Fight choreography happens because she is attacking.
Okay, so this is might with advantage.
Hmm.
Ah,
I believe that's gonna be a 12,
of course, it's 10 plus.
and I'll
Now,
max the
you
harm.
succeed as well as you hope and you choose one. Now, I will point you at stretch yourself to success with exceptional style or effect agreed with the GM, um, such as doing double damage, but you accept that the extra effort leaves you at disadvantage. Now, you said it,
I
you
would
know,
love to.
yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
100%.
so what I'm very happy for you to do is to do normal damage on the one in front of you
Mhm.
and have him stumble back and cause damage on the other one.
Yes, please.
Okay. So the other one, well, you tell me how do you end up doing damage to two people by only attacking one? Describe it.
Yeah, I think this is the flickering candlelight, the shifting well, I guess the pigs are gone. They're down the alley. They're facing off. Virkala's eyes flick over the shoulder of the person she's facing off against. She has a grin. I mean, this is what she's sworn to do, right? And I think the person she is going to attack, tries to lunge forward. She ducks under that blow, stabs him in the chest, and then kicks him off her sword backwards into the guy that is coming up behind him. I'm not going to scream into the mic, but imagine her doing that.
Yeah, I like that. Um, and let me go back into the cave. Argrath. Um, there's probably some more down that corridor near the campfire. You can hear, grouchy, grumbling voices. Clearly this evening is not going as planned. What do you do?
Um, I'm not so much concerned with the grouchy, grumbling voices. I'm concerned with somebody who might be locked away somewhere.
Okay.
Um, so I'll stay away from the firelight
Okay.
and see if I can again find a cave, something locked up, whatever.
Yeah. I'm prepared to go with that.
Hmm.
Yeah, let's have you roll with awareness.
Hmm.
And I think this is, I'm a bit sick of wit. I think I need to put some pressure in the system. I think this is about your nerve under the pressure. So would you roll grit with advantage, please?
Hmm. That is only an 11, sadly,
Only an 11. There you go.
thanks to the grit.
Yeah, exactly. You can hear a kind of
Hmm.
down one little side tunnel.
Yeah, that's where I go.
That's where you go. Surass, um, you've seen Virkala displaying this effort.
Oh,
What do you want to do?
I mean, the other guy also has armor, I assume.
No, he has light armor.
That means I can do damage with an
You
arrow.
can. You can.
I think, well, I would love to go down there and set things on fire, but we have a plan. And I've been told if you have a plan and your military person leader says do that, then I'll do that. And she told me to use either lightning, which I don't know if Yamalia is ready to do that again, but I have a bow and I will fire it at the guy with the light armor where I can do
Go ahead. So
Okay.
this is wit without advantage. You don't have
Yeah.
ranged combat.
I do not have ranged combat. I'm trained, but that gives me a point something. Din din din. Well, that's a 6. That's a 7. Ha.
That's all it takes. That's all it takes.
All it
He
takes.
goes down in a heap.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I give a little shout. Woo!
That surprise success will leave you at disadvantage while you celebrate. Um, Argrath,
Yes.
um, it's absolutely pitch black down here.
Hmm.
If you look back the way you've come, you can see where where it joins that main tunnel, simply because the firelight gives you something. But you're kind of feeling your way along here. What do you do? What do you say? What do I see?
I think this is a good moment to once again um, summon a guiding spirit to lead me through the darkness.
Okay. This one is a summon.
Hmm.
So
Proper summon.
a proper summon. So let's have you roll with your with current favor.
Hmm. And what it looks like is that I take my current favor is 2, that I take red pigment from my pouch and fuck. There it comes calling.
So that is 4 all told, I think. So your god considers your request inappropriate, does not empower the magic, and is displeased. Reduce current favor by 1.
Yes.
Um, so you're going to have to use more mundane methods, I think, down here, but we'll come back to that in a moment. Virkala, Surass takes out the second one. What do you now do?
Uh, yeah. I mean, I think so by her count, there are still 4 in there. Uh, so I think this is going to be her trying to uh continue to holler challenges and see if she can't get as many out here as possible. Um,
Okay, okay.
yeah.
Um, Gazatan. Now you went down to the opening of the ravine,
Hmm.
across and then back up, didn't you? So I think I'd like you to roll with athletics, simply to know whether you arrive before, after, or during the stampede of the Tuskers out of the ravine.
Absolutely. I will roll with grit.
I think so.
Okay.
At advantage.
Gosh, I did it again. Let me
Did,
see if I can,
uh,
if it,
yeah, click that because yeah,
okay, it did
it
work
should
this
work.
time.
Should work.
It
Um,
did, I had an error last time. So that will be a 9.
a 9. Okay, so you aren't going to be in the path, but you arrive after, and you can hear out in the area beyond the open ravine. You can hear the shouts of tusk riders as they are rounding up their animals. So you now know that there is a clock ticking of some description, and then you head up the other side of the ravine. Do you want to do anything else with that information now you have it?
No, I have it. I'm going to keep my other thing in a pocket for the moment.
Okay, okay. Virkala, let's have you roll with leadership. Just how good? But I think this is grit. This
Okay.
is can you cause influence at range?
Yep. And so I think leadership would give advantage, but I have disadvantage from pushing myself. So perhaps out of breath a little bit after this fight of incredible athletic prowess, as she is attempting to holler a challenge. Oh, and that is 11.
I will roll a d3. Um, Two of them burst out of the cave entrance. Um, to find you there, and there's a slight kind of gloating look on their eyes as they close on you together. Argrath, how are you going to find? I'll come back to Surass and a bow in a moment. Argrath, the gods have given up on you for the moment. What are you going to do?
Oh no, they haven't given up on me. This is clearly the command to use my wits and my intelligence, and so I will. I will sneak through the darkness, trust the gods that they will, not the gods, my god specifically, that he will lead me, and go by ear. You said I hear the muffled, so
Then certainly someone is struggling down there.
and
Yes.
I'm following that sound, and as I get closer, I say, "Shh, I know I look scary, but I'm here to help." Um,
Okay.
coming with my midnight black body paint, or midnight blue rather.
Happily, you are just a very vague silhouette in the
Mhm,
tunnel. But you find Lady Jezra, who is gagged and
mhm,
bound. So
And
what are you going to do with Lady Jezra now you've got her?
so before I unbound her and unbind her, I will do one thing, and that is to look where the smoke from the campfire is going.
Well, remember you never got to the campfire,
Well,
so
but I went past it, didn't I?
no, I offered you the chance. You go on to the campfire, or you go down this side route where you hear
Oh,
some.
okay.
Yeah, yeah. So you need to go back out towards the campfire if you're looking
Yeah,
for the chimney.
that would be silly. I will need to go there, but not right now, not back and
Okay.
forth. So I will well say, yeah, I'm here to get you out. I'm one of your father's men, and I will take the gag out, hoping that she has more sense than
Shall we determine how much sense she has?
yes.
Let's see whether I want you to roll with grit because
Hmm.
I want to know how whether you can convince her. So let's have you roll with grit. I don't think you've got persuasion or anything, have you? So let's have a flat roll with grit. I just want to see what her immediate reaction is.
Okay.
Aha!
Ah,
She screams and throws herself at you as best she can,
God
though
damn it,
she is
Rune.
bound. So you are struggling in the dark with Lady Jezra. Surass, two Tusk Riders burst out of the cave entrance, going full tilt. What do you do?
What I have a spell that is called Fumble. So they can drop something, stumble, or stumble. I would like to do that with one of them,
Okay.
preferably the one who is more heavily armored.
These are, the lieutenant and the chief. They are
All
both
right. Oh,
heavily
wow.
armored. So
Then I'll do it with the chief.
go on.
And how do I use spirit magic? What do I roll?
All you do is you tick the box.
I take the box. Okay. There you go. Fumble.
And
Fumble away, my friend.
one of them kind of stumbles and is at disadvantage. Virkala, which one do you attack first? The one who's at disadvantage or the other one?
The chief.
The one who's disadvantaged. So go for it.
Yeah.
You have advantage using melee. and any outnumbering that might have applied here is foiled by the fumble.
Yeah. Uh, I think the chief makes sense.
Go on.
All right. Oh, one sec. Let me mark my health before I do anything, so don't forget. All right.
Oh, yes.
Hmm.
Surass, did you mark your health for that successful bow shot?
No, I should have. Okay, I
Yes.
forgot.
Sorry,
Thank
back to
you.
Uh,
Virkala.
Sorry.
Unfortunately, that is a 6.
Oh, wow. This is where those dice have been hiding.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Can I help her in some way, shape, or form? Is that possible?
They ask for help, say what to do, and what could you do from here,
I, I mean,
from where you are?
I did a fumble, and I might still have an arrow knocked, and they will see that, and maybe just try and not be targets, have their
Ah,
shields up, things like that. Is that
no, I don't think
no?
so. I think
Okay,
that's stretching it a bit. I think you need to be
okay,
Mm,
down there.
okay,
So
fair
you're on
enough.
your own, Bakala, with that 6, which means that
mm,
you take harm as established, which
mm-hmm.
would be a 3 from the chief.
Negated by armor
Oh, you see, you're too
because
good
she's
at
stinky
this.
right now. She gets an
Yeah.
extra one.
And I think what I'm going to do is to have I'm going to put back in place
Mm-hmm.
the outnumbered. So that's
Mm-hmm.
another,
Mm-hmm.
so that adds another 3 for a 6 all told.
All right.
How much of that does the armor absorb?
Well, she's got 3 total armor, so I believe it will only take 3. So she's going to
There you
take
go. 3
Oh,
health.
3 damage.
Argrath, you're struggling with Lady Jezra.
Well,
Do you
I'm
want to?
not sure I'm struggling since she's bound. She should be quite easy to sidestep.
Okay, so yeah, my question, I suppose, is,
Mhm.
do you want to physically subdue her or talk
No.
to her?
I will sidestep her, and most importantly, see if anything. Like I was like, be quiet, and keep an ear out to see if anybody has been attracted by the commotion,
I mean,
so I can.
it's quite difficult to hear what's going on round down the corridor, around the corner, given that she's shouting and saying, "You will never take me alive." I
Oh,
she's
in that case, I will, yeah, slink into the shadows and wait for people to come and take care of her. If she won't be quiet, then I can't
well,
force her to.
she might if you could talk her down.
Well, I tried.
No, yeah, and you failed miserably. Do you want to try
Yeah.
again? Yeah. So,
Uh,
what approach do you take? What are you going to say to her?
um, what
Persuade or command?
what I've been saying the entire time. I'm here. I'm one of your father's men, and if you aren't quiet very soon, they will find us.
I'll
Be
give you wit for
quiet.
that one. Roll with wit.
Uh-huh. Nope. Oh, it's
She is
good to
she
get the
is
bad rolls out now.
and she's now trying to crawl down the passageway.
Yeah.
Um, um, Gazatan, you're back. You've made your way all the way round to where Argrath told you there were these cracks in the rock, um, and you can hear shouting. A young woman's voice down there saying, My father will kill you. He'll kill you all." What do you do?
I think that I will invoke rune magic.
Oh, what are you going to do?
Well, I have a thing to calm someone down. So I'm going to put myself at that. I'm going to listen to the voice, and I am going to extend Argan Argar's blessing upon this person to calm them, as they say, the F down.
Fine.
So,
Roll plus current favor.
okay. That is an 8.
That is an
Very good.
8. That's all it takes. It'll cost you a favor, but suddenly Jezra stops struggling and seems to cease and says, "D- I- Do I recognize your voice?"
Do
To
you?
Argrath.
I've been in the camp for a while.
"You're that funny man who paints himself."
Argrath,
I
Argrath,
I
this way.
I wouldn't
Come.
comes.
I wouldn't call myself funny, but yes, come on. And I cut her ties.
Virkala, what are you going to do?
Uh, well, I think we probably had some sort of signal established that, the package has been extracted and she ain't heard it. And she's still on her feet, if swaying slightly. So I think, uh,
let,
spitting blood, grinning up, and
let,
says,
let, let me ask
"Mm,
Surass. You can see that the fight down there is not going entirely Virkala's way. What, if anything, do you want to do about it?
I think, well, okay, I can't shoot them with my bow. That won't work because they have armor. I'm not a bow man, and I only thing I
I
can
mean,
do is I can't
if
go.
if you get 10 plus, then you can do double damage.
Yeah, if I get 10 plus, but that's not realistic. I could try to go down and set something on fire, maybe. Someone. Or, wait a minute. I gained favor from Yamalio for bring lightning. I've still got one favor. So lightning on that stupid chief. Come on, because if I try to go down, and then I will have to roll, and then I will fall probably because it's quite
Okay.
steep and it's dark. So no.
Okay. If in doubt, roll plus favor.
If in doubt, roll plus favor. Let's go. It's an 8.
8. You
It's an
lose the
8.
favor, but you
That's
get a
fine.
lightning strike.
Yes.
So you strike. It's up to 4 people.
Yes.
In relatively close to one another.
Yeah.
So that will do. Dub, 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 dub.
And I
Where's
think
the
they're
die?
under the sky, right?
They are under the sky.
So that's 3 harm, and it's armor piercing.
It is. You fry them.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry,
Um,
Virkala, but it didn't. And I will call out, sorry, Virkala.
Wait, you didn't also hit Virkala, right?
no, no,
Yeah,
no,
okay, yeah.
no, no, no. A fumble.
But you took your
A
kill
six
safely.
minus on the roll plus favor, and I might have done a nasty.
Mm.
Um, so
Mm.
I think we've got our kidnap victim. There's no opposition hold pinning anyone in place. So I think cut. Um, cut to you returning to Rone to the fort. Um, uh, on the back of whose horse is Jezra riding? Because
On the
they need
back of
a
my
horse.
horse,
On the
because
back of
my
the horse.
horse is not too rough. Is a very nice horse. And she's been struck by the harmony of Argar. So while we were talking, I am talking about various matters with her. I'm discussing things about what she wants from time in here, and I am trying to build up some rapport and keep her attention so that she does not get to screaming or wandering or being obnoxious to anyone that might earn her a punch to the face.
Now, under normal circumstances, when at the end of a scene the GM agrees you took a risk that honored your god, I think in this case,
Oh, this
I
is
am
not a
prepared.
risk.
Oh, this is a risk. This
Oh,
is
you
a
feel
risk
okay, that's
because
fair.
otherwise you can't honor your god. So I think it is a risk entering into a conversation with Jezra of Rome. So you can have one favor. Um, I think that I think everything. I think that probably our Humakti sought and delivered death, so you can have a favor back. Um, I think that I think you brought light into the darkness twice, but you got the benefit the once. I think I don't think I'm into
Yeah.
repeat donations.
Yeah,
Um,
but I will, when we go back or on the way back, I will proselytize, I think, about Yalmalio and that he saved all of us, and especially specifically the lady Jezra couldn't have happened without Yalmalio's
yeah,
support.
we'll talk about a downtime activity perhaps in with
Yes,
respect to that.
that is cool.
So I don't think we got time to do justice to a downtime phase this time round.
Sure.
We'll start next time with that. Um, but yes, you will get back. And we will, yeah, we won't even start downtime. We'll just do a
Sure.
swift stars and wishes if that's okay. Um, in the order I can perhaps see you. T, any stars, any wishes?
Yeah. Um, I really enjoyed Argrath's little pointing figure as like a kind of a compass. Really enjoyed that. I liked when Surass apologized to Virkala for slaying her opponents, which I think Virkala was fine with. Um, I really enjoyed Gazatan's use of calming down Jezra as she was sort of freaking out so that we could make good our escape. Yeah, and I thought it was a fun adventure, Alan. Good stakes and wishes. I want to find out, what happened with Dane. Is he going to come back? Question mark. TBD. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the downtime.
Okay. Sabine, any stars, any wishes?
Yeah, stars all around. This was a fun session. I liked it. I like, I like the way Gazatan is always so calm and a little smug. That's thoroughly enjoyable. I like Argrath sneaking around and painting himself and struggling with Jezra. And I love Virkala. So come at me. I can take everyone. I love that. And wishes wise, yeah, I need to talk to people about your Mario and why he's so great.
Yeah, fair enough. Dominic, any stars, any wishes?
Yes, of course. For Lowell, for pointing out the stealth option earlier, I read that as a deliberate effort to include Argrath into the narrative, which I appreciated. Although I was cool just staying in the second row, but still it was appreciated. Sabine for not wanting to show up. Gazatan, and also for taking care not to hurt the tusks or what were they called? The beasts, the boars. That was a very nice touch. And for T for this really cinematic fight scene with the two people. And for Alan, I have two. One is that cut at the very end because that was one where I probably, since Lowell already set up the follow me and this like leading me out of the tunnel, I would have run with that as a GM and would have played that out. But cutting it was a smart choice because there was nothing really interesting to be gained there, and so well done there. And the beginning with my NPC was also very interesting because it did what I wanted it to do to sharpen why she is a complication rather than opportunity, and that she's this unwilling teacher that I need to impress. Really good. And also it told me something about my character, which is always a good outcome of any scene.
Any wishes?
Well, following that thread with Leica, but other than that, I'm good.
Okay. And finally, Lola, any stars, any wishes?
Boy, I always enjoy a Horatio at the bridge kind of warrior standing their own and suffering for it. Like that was a really good fun exchange there that for Virkala and the battles there and Surass like having to make interesting choices, difficult choices there with that fight going on. I thought that was good. I liked Argrath's like I liked the conversation that we had at the moment where, well, I need to take care of these bodies. I thought that was a good, like a good moment where I I see Argrath focused in on that, and I've got maybe a little bit bigger picture about, okay, and so I enjoyed that exchange quite a bit. The die roller was wow, up and down today, so that was very interesting. I like the setup. I like the scenario. And wishes. Gosh, downtime, some NPC scenes there. Yeah, yeah. That's it.
Yeah. I mean, when I set this out, I was thinking we could have each session, we have a mission and a downtime. But I think we might want to invest a bit more time in downtime next time.
I think
Um,
that's fair. Yeah.
yeah. And then maybe, the system isn't going to work. We need 4 hours for it.
Let it breathe
Yeah,
for a bit.
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. So I think we'll focus on downtime next time, do a bit of building around the settlement and the community and all of that.
What the
Um,
season change looks
let
like
the
and
season
those kind of
change.
things.
Exactly, exactly. Um, uh, but yeah, stars, Dominic, for following that that Daggerfowl interest in the dead. I thought it was lovely. So and so's doing that, so and so's doing that, so and so's doing that. I go and worry about the bodies. I thought it was fantastic. So that was really good. Surass, thanks Sabine for integrating so smoothly into that. It just, me throwing a situation at you and you just getting on with it. So thank you for that. Um, Lowell Gazatan is a complete coward. But 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 the Reddit streams are going to love him,
Yeah, fair enough.
and I too enjoyed Virkala on the bridge, um, throwing one victim into her second victim. So all good. Right. Finally, can I post that?
Yes, please.
Absolutely.
Thank you very
Good by me.
much.